Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Today is September 8th, 2021, and this is episode 149.5 of 403 Sportstalk. I'm your host, Rahim Escalay. Super happy to be with you. Today is episode 149.5. We're almost to that big 150. I have scores from the Major League Baseball. I have scores from Western Mass Sports, and I've got some news for you. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Again, thank you if you are a continuing viewer, or if you're new just coming to the show. We appreciate you as well. Welcome aboard 403 Sports Talk. I promise you nothing but true stats, factual based opinions on what we have in front of us as far as sports is concerned. So, let's go. Coach Mark Few of the Gonzaga Bulldogs, the team I follow very much closely. Go Zags. He was cited in Iowa for drunken driving. Come on, Coach. Save him. After you throw some back, call your driver or something like that. Don't. No need to drink and get into. No need to drink and get into a freaking vehicle, especially in the driver's seat. You know, let somebody else drive and do that for you. In Albert Pujols' first game as a Los Angeles Dodger, it happened to be against the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, what was funny here was Albert kind of gave the Cardinals fans a gift, and it was a solo shot home run. But what was kind of like gifty about it was the fact that the St. Louis Cardinals fans gave him a standing ovation. I thought that was very nice, very respectful, as Albert Pujols is one of the best hitters of our time. And it was very nice to see the St. Louis faithful give him another nod. Tampa Bay Rays Nelson Grandpa Cruz never ceases to amaze me. Now, just last night, Nelson Cruz became the oldest player in Major League Baseball history with 30 home runs in a season. He's going to hit 30 more. He's not going to hit 30 more in the season, and then we'll start questioning and testing him. But he is going to hit more than 30 this season for a Tampa Bay Rays team who's been streaking and been very hot as of late. Honestly, I think that sorry, a little interruption there. I think that the Rays are definitely headed into the playoffs with a lot of momentum, and shoot, you got a bat like Nelson Cruz with you, then, chances are you're going to win most likely. The Saints released halfback Latavius Murray amid contract dispute. He kind of didn't want to take a pay cut, and the Saints said to hell with you. And now the Saints are not without a good running back as far as backups are concerned. Enter Tony Jones Jr. and what he did for the Saints this preseason. Now assumes the number 2 role behind Alvin Kamara. Now, what I love about Tony Jones Jr. is he's Alvin Kamara, just not as dynamic, not on his level yet. And you never know. Tony Jones Jr. might be a household name sometime soon. But as of now, he's Alvin Kamara's backup. And his skill set is very much so like that. He also has a little bit of heart and pop in him, as he is great downhill running as well. I'm excited to see him play. I loved what he brought during the preseason, and it's going to be nice to see what the guy who spells Alvin Kamara does. And I'm pretty sure we'll see him a lot as my Packers go up against the Saints in Week 1. So I'm looking forward to see what he does. I don't look forward to him having a 100-yard game in the receptions or running the ball, because, that kind of puts a damper on my Packers winning and being undefeated to potentially this season. So, yeah, look forward to him doing his thing. Another halfback in the news. The Baltimore Ravens add former Pittsburgh Steelers first-rounder Le'Veon Bell to the practice squad. And now with, what we found out about Latavius Murray being released, I think with Latavius Murray being released and a guy like Le'Veon Bell getting added to the Ravens practice squad, I think this is a move that is going to stick. And what I mean by that is I see Le'Veon coming in, maybe even getting number 3, that number 3 halfback job at some point. You got to figure that running back's corpse for the Ravens took a hit, especially when J.K. Dobbins is out for the first 6 weeks. Their backup is Gus Edwards, and there's one more guy back there. Can't get his name. But yeah, that's what's happening with the Ravens situation. Another halfback in the news, but this time for not some good stuff. Clinton Portis was one of 3 ex-NFL players who reportedly pled guilty in a healthcare scheme fraud type thing. Don't know the details of it too much, as the story in which I was reading didn't really explain it to me that well. But yes, those 3 players are behind bars or are potentially going to be behind bars. I'm sorry, due to this healthcare stuff. They pled guilty, and we will have more information for you on Clinton Portis' sentencing day. Finally, again, as I said earlier, the Rays are in the news again, starting to pull away from the East with a 12-7 victory over my Red Sox. That covers up the stories in the news. Now, really quick, these high school football games this week. As you know, today is Wednesday. Minnechaug, number 3 West Springfield goes up against number 11 Minnechaug. Number 21 Pittsfield travels to Wacona. Wacona's top 10, and this is high school football. Those games will be happening within the first week. I believe kicking off on Thursday is, I think, East Hampton and Holyoke both have games. Those 2 teams, they're not playing each other, but they have 2 separate games in which they're playing to be the first as far as high school football kickoff. And, Friday we're open up to the bigger games, the West Springfield Minnechaug, the Pittsfield Wacona, maybe Central versus Central Catholic. And from what I know, those tickets will sell out quicker than anyone knows. So look for those. Anyway, there goes the stories from the news, guys. Let's move on to Western Mass sports. We're starting with the boys. Soccer, Chicopee Comp 2, Holyoke 1, Belchertown 3, Amherst 0. West Springfield beats Ludlow 1-0. Pathfinder 8, Smithfolk 0. Southwick 6, Munson 1. Pioneer Valley Chinese Immersion Charter School 3, Ware 1. And Hopkins 4, Renaissance 0. Gateway beats Taconic 2-0. And now we move on to golf. East Longmeadow 168, Agawam 163. Amherst 12.5, Belchertown 11.5. Central 22.5 to St. Mary's 1.5. Chicopee Comp 178, South Hadley 177. Frontier 13.5, Palmer 12.5. Frontier wins. And Hampshire wins over Ware 17.5 to 11.5. A couple strokes better. Go ahead, Hampshire. Westfield Tech over Mohawk Trail 16.5 to 7.5. Pathfinder beats Springfield International Charter School 14 to 10. East Hampton 22.5, Pioneer Valley 2.5. Southwick 182, Ludlow 167. Minnechaug 169, Westfield 160, and Hopkins 21, Franklin Tech 3. Now moving on to field hockey. East Longmeadow 8, Mayhar 0. Holyoke 3, Palmer 0. Smith Academy 5, Southwick 0. Franklin Tech 2, Belchertown 1. And that is the scores for field hockey. Now moving on to cross country. Shout out to Coach Brendan Abad of the East Long Meadow Spartans. Hampshire 50, Palmer 15, Belchertown 46, Westfield 15, Granby 15, Granby 45, Palmer 17, Central 50, Renaissance School 15. Go Golden Eagles! Smith Folk 31, East Hampton 24, Frontier Redhawks 46 over McCann Tech 15, Amherst 50, Chicopee 15, and Springfield Academy Charter School 50, West Springfield 15. Moving on to the girls' side. In volleyball, Shrewsbury 3, Minnechaug 1, East Longmeadow 3, Springfield International Charter School 2, Wacona 3, Mount Anthony Union 0, Agawam 3, Westside 0, Chicopee Comp 3, Ludlow 1, Chicopee 3, Mayhar 0, and East Hampton 3, Belchertown 0, and Drury blanks Mount Everett 4-0. Moving on to soccer, Belchertown over Palmer 3-1, Hopkins smokes Gateway 6-1, Mayhar over East Hampton 2-1, East Longmeadow 9, Southwick 0, Granby 3, Ware 1, Munson 7, Hoosick Valley Zip, Pope Francis 7, St. Mary 1, McCann Tech 5, Westfield Tech 0. Moving on to cross country, Frontier 49, Hopkins 15, Hopkins 32, McCann Tech 25, Amherst 50, Chicopee 15, Frontier 50, McCann Tech 15, and finally Belchertown 46 and Westfield 15. Okay. Moving on to scores from professional sports before we get back into the Western Mass Sports High School Football Power Rankings final read. I wanted that to be last. Major League Baseball, Twins over the Indians 3-0. Pittsburgh over Detroit 3-2. Mets over the Marlins 9-4. Baltimore 7, Kansas City 3. Toronto beats the Yankees again 5-1. Tampa Bay 12, Boston 7. Atlanta 8, Washington 5. Cincy 4, Chicago Cubs 3. And the Milwaukee Brewers blanked the Philadelphia Phillies 10-0. How embarrassing. Dodgers 7, St. Louis 2 in Albert Pujols' Los Angeles Dodgers debut. In 10 innings, the Stros beat the Mariners 5-4. Giants over the Rockies 12-3. White Sox beat the A's 6-3. Texas over Arizona 3-1. Angels blanked the Padres 4-0. And in WNBA, Connecticut beats Dallas 83-56, and Seattle smokes Washington 105-71. What an ass whooping. Now, finally, for jumping back to Western Mass Sports, I'm going to give you the final high school football power rankings on this beautiful Wednesday. I have 37 schools ranked. There is a collection of top 25, and let's get to them. Central Golden Eagles are number 1. South Hadley and Jack Caber is at number 2. The South Hadley Tigers. West Springfield Terriers 3. Long Meadow Lancers 4. Ware comes in at 5. Holyoke Purple Knights 6th. Frontier 7th. Greenfield 8. Agawam 9. And Wacona rounding out the top 10. Minnechaug 11. McCann Tech 12. Amherst 13. Northampton 14. Palmer 15. Rounding out the top 15, Palmer. Commerce 16. Chicopee Comp 17. East Longmeadow 18. Smith Folk 19. Chicopee 20. Pittsfield 21. Belchertown 22. Mayhar 23. Monument Mountain 24. And Westfield 25. So there's the top 25, and just for hee-hees and ha-has, because I am better than all, in which is my competition. We'll go with the rest of the schools. Number 26, East Hampton. 27th, Lee. Athol, 28. Pathfinder at 29. Putnam at 30th. Mohawk Trail, 31st. Mount Greylock, 32nd. Taconic, 33rd. Ludlow, 34th. Hoosick Valley, 35th. Drury, 36th. And Franklin County Tech, 37th. And that, my friends, was episode 149.5 5 of 4 and 3 Sports Talk. Thank you again for your continued support and viewing this episode. We are on YouTube with 34 subscribers, so please hit us up over there. You can see a whole bunch of good content, including a series on YouTube strictly titled #YouTube Only. So you don't want to miss that coming up next week. 4 and 3 Sports Talk is starting to put different waves of content on different streams just to attract more viewers, simply. We're on Facebook too, so tell a friend, like, share, subscribe, comment. Your continued involvement in the show is greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. Doesn't matter if there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 1,000. Each one of your support and your commenting and interacting is very much appreciated. And I love you more than the world itself, honestly. So please tune in tomorrow, Thursday, for... I'm going to let you guys wait on it. You'll know what the episode is. So I love you all. Wish you nothing but health, wealth, and success. And we'll see you tomorrow with that episode. Yes, have a good day. Again, Raheem Escalay signing out. 4 and 3 Sports Talk, episode 149.5. Have a good day for real.